Sombra's ban rate in Overwatch 2 really surprised me. We all see her banned nearly every match, but is it justified? To find out, I played a little bit of quick play as her to dive into her kit and look to see the community's reception of her. Let's unpack why Sombra inspires more bans than any other hero. First, too many players ignore Sombra's massive rework, clinging to old fears. They think her invisibility is still permanent, which is just trauma from her original kit. That outdated mindset fuels bans far more than her current performance does. Sombra demands precision on hacks, aim combos, and translocator trajectory. New players think this isn't true, so they ban her instead of learning to counterplay. On the topic of her translocator, its drop is so predictable, everyone knows where she's landing to a point. Good teams punish it instantly, leaving her stranded without an escape. Admittedly, the initial follow-up on this does take some mechanical ability. That is well worth practicing though to avoid using her as a ban slot. Hack feels oppressive, but it's easy to counter with minimal damage. Winton or D.Va, for instance, can interrupt hack by turning and firing in the general direction of Sombra. My community actually showed me how simple this counterplay really is. They were also the ones that helped me realize this point. Prior to talking to my community about it, I thought that hack was uninterruptible. Sure, you can counter CC, I used to do it all the time with Ana when I was a support main, but I didn't realize that damage alone would do it. That's just a classic case of ignorance on my part for sure. Symmetra annoys everyone, and Sombra is no exception. If anything, she's even worse off than most. Something I didn't realize until playing her a bit myself was that Symmetra Turrets can see you in invisibility. Granted, you need to get close enough, but that still makes setting up for a pick more challenging. If you're a DPS player, a Symmetra swap may actually be the secret sauce you need. Sombra targets DPS and supports first, so play hard cover permanently. Regardless of role, doing this allows you time to react to Sombra. For a while before I was a tank player, I was a support player. I played Ana and Baptiste, which are arguably two of the most countered heroes in the support lineup by Sombra. I learned very quickly the value of hard cover consistently with her around. Quick pause here, but if you do enjoy playing quick play games with a dope community, you may consider becoming a patron for $5 a month. I host bi-weekly quick play games with my patrons on Fridays. You can also consider going up one more tier to have access to our exclusive Minecraft Java server. The link's below if you want to join a dope community of super tight supporters and of course support the channel yourself. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, hack alone rarely secures kills. She needs virus plus solid hit scan aim to follow up. The cast time on hack is also deceptively low. I only noticed this after playing her briefly. Another thing, your damage numbers will stay low on Sombra. That's normal, that's not failure. If you secure picks, you're doing your job even with a small amount of damage. The best thing you can do is ignore your teammates that are flaming you for it. Honestly, ignoring the teammates who are flaming you is probably a good thing in general. Sombra's hack doesn't cancel every ultimate. Even EMP misses some of those interactions. I encourage you to dive into your specific hero pool's ultimates to know what Sombra can truly stop, because going into it in this video would take forever. As a for instance though, I tried hacking Genji out of Blade and it seemed like it only stopped him for like a second and a half, just like any other thing would with the hack ability. Ultimately, three factors drive Sombra's ban rate, and they are in this order. First is that people ban Sombra because everyone else does. No deeper reasoning is needed. It's the biggest driver by far, fear of missing out on the socially acceptable ban. I truly don't think the community realizes how dangerous accepting everything you hear is and just going along with it for the social clout. Question everything, look into it yourself, and form your own conclusions. By the way, this isn't just advice for Overwatch. Reason number two is that her kit feels toxic, so people ban her on irritation rather than strategy. They forget simple counters exist and overvalue an emotional response. Don't get me wrong, I've been there and done that myself many times. However, it's borderline throwing your games if the only reason you're banning her is emotional. And the third reason is actually the only one that I would see as legitimate. Occasionally, you ban her because she hard counters your hero. For instance, I ban her when playing Wrecking Ball, as she ruins my engages instantly. Admittedly, this is a bit of a skill issue that I could just work on. However, with the option of hero bans, I'd rather just ban her so that I can worry about On a Sleep Dart, Cascade, Sigma Rock, all the other things. Anyways, that's why I see Sombra getting banned so often. If you did enjoy this deep dive, make sure you check out this video next, where I ranked the tanks in Season 16 of Overwatch 2, and there's some spicy takes in there.